for Isiolo. What is your intervention? Certainly, it cannot be a point of order.
Mr. Speaker, I will say on the floor of this House, I need protection. The Assembly requires protection from the security agencies. I thank you.
You may proceed to reply.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate colleagues who have taken time to speak to this motion and the things that they have said, some of which I agree with, and as is the case with democracy, quite a number that I don't agree with, Mr. Speaker, and I have said it, including the point of order that I raised, that many of the things that members are alleging do not exist, actually do exist in the bundle and the volume of documents. I could excuse them, Mr. Speaker, perhaps because we didn't get to the substance of the matter before us, that perhaps many of them did not take time to read. But those things you're asking about, members, to ascertain in your minds whether the assembly sat, they are before your eyes, barely 10, 20, 30 centimeters from where you're seated, Mr. Speaker. Be that as it may, Mr. Speaker, I appreciate that there has been a protracted debate before us since morning with both councils for the assembly and those of the governor, trading accusations against the other on whether a sitting actually happened. You know, members, we live in Kenya. Don't be like this elitist in Nairobi who talk about Kenya from a perspective of an urban center. Mr. Speaker, how many times do we go to far-flung counties, including the very last one we went to in Turkana? Do you know part of the things the county assembly asked us to donate to them? Even Hansard recordings alone. We did that in Turkana when we last went to Turkana. So we must also appreciate that our county assemblies need our support a big time, both in terms of technical support and even materially. Some of these counties, Mr. Speaker, are so small that if you want to judge them with the standard of a county like Nairobi or here in the Senate, we will be aloof, Mr. Speaker. If you expect that they have CCTVs, they have cameras, Mr. Speaker, you are asking too much of a county that in 2016, I was part and parcel of the budget committee, Mr. Speaker, that looked at the state of county like Isiolo and Nyandarua, Mr. Speaker, and accepted that despite the fact that we have 47 counties, there are 5 counties that there was no way, without being granted a conditional grant, was going to have a county headquarters. In fact, in this year's DORA, Mr. Speaker, is when we've given them the last contribution. That is why, and Council for, I think, the Assembly, did not do a good job at expounding to you members to understand that actually the governor and the county assembly share an office. That is how bad that situation is in that particular county. As we speak today, what you saw in that video is what these people are returning back to. Should this PO be upheld, Mr. Speaker? A place that has completely been broken. There is no order. There are 2 clerks. There are 2 speakers. Mr. Speaker, I want to believe that we can find a way of resolving this particular conflict. I listen to those who say that procedure is as important as a product. But also the product, Mr. Speaker, must be informed by the process. If at the time of voting, there were guns that were blazing outside and stones being thrown into the assembly, Mr. Speaker, as the assembly is saying, how good a record can you keep? There must be an issue beyond procedure that we need to look at, Mr. Speaker. I listen to colleagues here who have said that take some of these matters that are beyond just the governor and the county assembly to the Committee on Devolution. But what is the record, Mr. Speaker, on us as a House resolving that matters? As we speak today, I think I saw a flash news yesterday that Nyamira has again, I think, erupted the county assembly. Remember the matter that we had here before us? I think 8 or 10 MCAs were expelled yesterday, meaning we have never been able to resolve these issues. Our colleagues that serve in devolution committee I want them to request of them, Mr. Speaker, that they treat these matters with the urgency that they deserve. I have served in devolution committee before, Mr. Speaker. This is one of the premier committees of this House. A committee that on their own volition, anytime you notice a matter of this magnitude in a county, even before an impeachment motion is brought, Mr. Speaker, we used to visit. So Senator Abbas and the team that serves with you in devolution committee, I want to request, the same way that you have committed and have said that there are many, many issues that you think needs to be resolved. For example, Senator Fatuma, our colleague, has raised a very important question. When you tell the assembly to go back and follow the right procedure, under which speaker now? First of all, where will they meet? Mr. Speaker, they are very serious issues. I want to request Senator Abbas. I have known Senator Boni Halwale to be a very decent man, Mr. Speaker. I don't know what has happened to him today. How can he heckle his leader while he's speaking? I would have said something else that Senator Moses Wetangula once said, but I don't want to say it. Mr. Speaker, no. I refuse the incitement of the man from Nyandarua. You know, these are political issues and people change their persuasions. You know, Mr. Speaker, I for example, had my good friend, the senator for Murang'a, say that once you make a vote, there should be a process through which you can unmake it. And people change their minds. That is allowed. I know, for example, that there is no senator that pushed me and kept on telling me that you need to bring the impeachment motion against the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua more than Senator Newt. But at the time the motion came to the floor, he had changed his mind. So these things happen, Mr. Speaker. So there is no problem. People change their minds.
Majority Leader, take your seat. Majority Leader.
Yes, sir.
There is a point of order directed at you.
Mr. Speaker, the Majority Leader is a respectable person, having been elected to this House for 3 times. For him to say that I pushed him to move the motion of impeachment against the second Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, Mr. Speaker, there cannot be a worse liar than the Majority Leader. Mr. Speaker, I have always made my stand known. This is my right of reply. This is my right of reply.
Order, honorable senators. Now, Senator Newtu. Senator Newtu, I gave you the opportunity to raise your point of order. First, you need to state under what standing order you are raising your point of order.
105, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, every senator here, as per that particular standing order, Mr. Speaker, 105, Mr. Speaker, it provides that a senator shall be responsible for the accuracy of any fact that the senator alleges to be true and may be required to substantiate any such facts instantly. Mr. Speaker, following that particular standing order, then, Mr. Speaker, the Majority Leader should go ahead and substantiate and provide evidence that I pushed him. And Mr. Speaker, I cannot push the Majority Leader to push any motion. I am only a first-term senator. These are senators. And if I was going to be that powerful, Mr. Speaker, that I can push the Majority Leader to move a particular motion, Mr. Speaker, then, in fact, now, if I had that power, I would be pushing him to initiate a motion to impeach the president, Mr. Speaker. That is what I would push him really hard to do. But of course, I know he cannot do that. So, Mr. Speaker, let the Majority Leader withdraw and apologize to me and to this House for soiling my name. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And the people of Murang'a who brought me to this particular House. and who respect me.
Honorable Senators, order. Now, Majority Leader, you
Yes.
have made a certain allegation to the extent or to the effect that the Senator for Murang'a, Senator Nyutu, pushed you
Yes.
into filing a motion of impeachment against the Deputy President, an assertion that has been disputed vehemently by the Senator for Murang'a. Could you please proceed to substantiate that allegation? And if you're unable,
Mr.
proceed
Speaker,
to withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, okay. Mr. Speaker, how can you allege something against yourself? Because I said that he pushed me on so many occasions saying, bring this damn motion. Mr. Speaker, for example, you know, Mr. Speaker, can I be protected? Because,
Order, honorable senators. Order. Allow the Majority Leader to substantiate.
Yes. On the day the former deputy president went to Meru and said there is a senator who is quote unquote talking mad, or in Swahili anaongea matope, in referring to the senator for Murang'a, Senator Nyutu came fuming into the house and told me, have you heard what that man has said? Can you bring the motion to impeach me? And on so many other occasions, he talked to me, Mr. Speaker. So if he talked to me, Mr. Speaker, who do I need to convince? Yet I'm talking about myself, the things he told me.
Now, honorable senators, we have some serious matters to handle. Order, honorable senators. Order. Order, honorable senators. Order. Now, order, honorable senators. A conversation that took place between two people, it is a word of the Majority Leader against the word of the Senator for Murang'a. And certainly, honorable senators, it is up to you to judge. The Majority Leader has clearly indicated that this was a conversation between me and the Senator for Murang'a. So, honorable senators, let that matter lie. Conclude your moving of the motion. Proceed to conclude your moving of the motion.
So thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, like I have said, Mr. Speaker, people will have the opportunity